I'm going to stop you right there, music. How about that? I'm going to stop you right there. And I'm going to get the bangers on. Good evening, everybody. I'm going to just move my fan a little bit, and hopefully you can't hear it. So I'll start by saying this. It is currently 35 degrees in this house. It is fucking boiling. So, hello everybody. I am a puddle. I feel like a puddle of sweat right now, and it is crazy. Absolutely bloody crazy. But I hope you're all doing well. Oh, I am scorching. Scorchio. Hiya, puddle, I'm done. How about that, Deb? How about that, huh? Hello, mate. How you doing? How's things? How's things? How's things? I've got a nice cool can of the Dr. Pepper. Cheers, everyone. Well, harsh. Yeah, no, that was pretty harsh, actually, wasn't it? That was pretty harsh. Hey, Dem. How are you doing? What's up? How are we going? How's it going? How's it going? Also, hello, Forlorn. How you doing? How you doing? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day so far. I need to test something quickly. Channel rewards. Yes, great. My Philips Hue bridge has fucked me again. So this won't work, right? Classic. Nope. Cool. Brilliant. Nothing works. I've tried to fix my lights today and it's just not working. Sorry. I was trying to get it ready for stream, but I just haven't had time. I'm done with my exams tomorrow. I learn if an extra year at school was worth it. Mate, honestly, all my luck to you. Best of luck, man. I hope that it's been worth it. I hope that you've done well. And, as long as you've sort of, spent the time getting your head in the game and actually, getting it done, then there's nothing more you could have done. Whatever happens, happens. And regardless of what happens with exams, if it makes you feel any better, like I did all right at school. I did well at high school and stuff. But at college, I didn't do very well at all. I basically I found going out with mates and freedom and having a car and all that sort of stuff and all the freedom that comes with it. So in the end, I basically just didn't do any college work. But I still got a good job within the Air Force. I still got a good job afterwards. I'm earning good money now. So, I always find as well, I say I always find, I found for myself personally that when I was older, I was more eager to learn so that I was taking things on. Whereas when I was a kid, I didn't want to do that. So I'm all right. I can't leave this room, but this room has air conditioning and my PC. Indeed it does. Indeed it does. This is my air conditioner. One tiny little fan. I'm going to let it just blow cold air on my head. Oh. Val actually cancelled his stream because it's so hot in his painting room as well. But I learned today that my computer room at the moment is roughly around 37 to 38 degrees right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, should we get schmoving? Let's get schmoving. Let's do this shit. We're going to go over to the game scene. Here we are. Back in Star Sector. My niece and nephew are off school this week because it's too hot. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised schools don't have aircon and stuff like that. Like proper aircon and stuff, to be honest. So, collecting taxes. Okay. Right, where were we up to? Right, we need to head to Hedgie Space, don't we? Because we need to arm this thing up. This Enforcer is a really good bonus to us. We just got ourselves some good little frigates. We've got a Kanda. We've got an Alasta 14. We've got an Omen. We've got a Tempest. We've got a Luddic Path Gremlin, which is pretty good. We've got a couple of Venoms. We've got an Afflictor. We've got some drone ships as well, some remnant drone ships, which is nice. We've got a Lion's Guard Brawler. Got ourselves a new Dram. Mud Skipper for crew, and then 3 salvage rigs. So, just a quick reminder for you. Obviously, this is still new, so the rules are I can increase my automated ship points availability in the second in command mod at certain progression intervals. So I can get more and more automated ship points as I go, with the goal being that the majority of my fleet will be automated. I'll be removing automated ship points from any civilian automated ship. So if I pick up an automated Dram or an automated, I think it's called a mechanic or an engineer or something like that, that's basically the freighter, then obviously that will cost me 0 automated points. We can use the cheat code when I get the heavy industry tech to give me the derelict blueprints so I can build derelict drones, because I am playing the domain. So technically I should come armed with that knowledge, right? This is a hardcore playthrough, so I can only basically reload when my entire fleet is wiped out, because it'll reload me into, like, you have like a wolf and a shepherd or something again. If myself and you guys agree that something was complete bullshit and should never have happened, that's a little bit different. Then we'll reload on that point. So I will keep saving as we go through the game. Progression mechanic in. I get access to more ships and more stuff when I'm level 5, when I'm level 10, and when I'm level 15. I don't have a colony crisis until I'm level 10 minimum. And then the colony crisis resumes at level 10 as it would have been from 0. I can have frigates until I'm level 5, which I already am. I can have destroyers until level 10. At level 10, I unlock cruisers, and at level 15, I unlock capitals. I can only have 4 capitals maximum. That doesn't include having an Atlas and a Prometheus, by the way. 4 combat-capable capitals. And then my 4th second-in-command officer is not available till level 9. We start with a cryo sleeper on our own planet. We start at the furthest planet from the core worlds. We start with a domain comm relay with 20k, no extra officers, blah, 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 right? And the goal is to unite the sector under the new domain flag, or destroy anyone who would fight against us. Entirely destroy them. Good evening. Yo, Digits, what's up, man? How are we doing? How are you on this fine, warm-ass day? I am Scotjo. And a planet starts with a farm only. Yes, yeah. So if we go up here. This is the planet. So we started with farming. And then everything else is built. So we are in the process of improving. But it's coming on pretty well. Yeah, nice synergy already. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. Not too bad. No active comm relaying system. The fuck? Okay, let's pretend we didn't see that. Anyway, let's do this shit. Let's go, let's head ourselves over to Valhalla. Let's head to Ragnar Complex. A little bit jittery to start though. Awkward. Let me know if it's a bit jittery on your side, guys. It shouldn't be too bad, but you never know. Let's get rid of those. Keep those. Yeah. Okay. I need guns. Lots of guns. Oh, hello. Or maulers. Okay. We can get a mauler here. Excuse me. I'm barely below overheating, so I can't say I'm doing great. Mate, me and you both. Me and you both. It's currently 37 degrees in this room. And that is hot enough for me. Demolisher. Nah. We'll stick with the Mauler. It's got good range. Oh, yeah. Sabos. Do we go with Sabos on this? Or 2 Sabos, 2 Harpoons, maybe? I think double Sabo, double Harpoon would be good here. Or double Reaper or something. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Literally, as soon as I start streaming, I've not had to blow my nose all. Excuse me. Excuse me. How's PoE 2 going for you, Dem, anyway? I'm a little bit stuck for things to do at the moment. Although I did discover that I need to do the expedition storyline, so. Oh. Small craft. But I have to hire an anime chick. I have to. I have to. Wait. I can't use my so it's 3, 6. No, it's 1, 3, 6, 9. There we go. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm good. Yeah. Ignore the anime booba chick, guys. Don't worry about that. Reduces the sensor profile of the fleet based on how many frigates and destroyers are in it. The increase between 0 to 25% based on the amount of frigates and destroyers in the fleet. It reaches its maximum when there are 120 deployment points worth of frigates and destroyers available. Fleet is currently at 106. Increase nav rating of fleet per for deployed ships. 6% for frigates, 3% for destroyers, 1% for a larger hull. Jumpstart's not bad. Opposing ships surrounded by at least 2 frigates or destroyers without nearby allies gain several debuffs. Their weapon recoil is increased by 20, maximum speed decreased by 15, maneuvering speed decreased by 15, damage taken from all sources increased by 5. I think trap prey is the way. I think we make this elite. Yeah. Elite helmsmanship's pretty nice. Okay. So, no hypervelocity drivers there, sadly. But we'll take a look at L4 Asgard. No, we won't go through the sun. Crisis check. We need to do the crisis thing. Run code. Blah, 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 blah. Crisis 0. We're good. Oh, in fact, hold on. Yeah, sure. There we go. Theoretically, you would eventually have a fleet requiring almost 0 crew. Yes, that's the plan. An anime chick who calls your craft small. Damn. Oh, the HMI are starting to hate me because I have friendly standing with Brighton Federation, who automatically start as friendly. That's rough. Looks like we're going to be hitting it off. Well, not hitting it off. Oh, yes. Now we're fucking ruining stuff. We don't want a steady Gremlin pilot. But a steady pilot for this would be quite useful. We just need to max that. ITU for more range. We'll build that in though. Obese Bull, hello! Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? What's going on, man? How are you doing? But yeah, I do have an anime chick that calls my craft small. Pay no attention. My crafts are average sized. So, yeah. Building heavy armor. Let's do Orcs Thrusters. 78 grand, alright. Orcs Thruster. Oh, I need armored weapon mounts, really. That's probably fine. A little bit hot in it. Yeah. Need one of these. Bottle of water. Need a bottle of water. You need a 1-point channel reward that just plays a small sound that reminds you of Crisis on a 10-minute timer. One sec. So I actually can't make any more channel rewards right now because I have too many. I'm already 50 of 50. Which obviously isn't great. Which ones don't we use? We don't really use Storm that much. Well, in fact, we get rid of Lights Out. Crisis. I'm going to go Crisis. Crisis check. Cost 1 point. We're going to play a sound. I'm doing it on the fly, boys. I'm doing it on the fly. Let's just quickly go to a place to get good sound effects from. Warning, this could be fairly loud. Yeah, I thought it might be. That'll do. And then we go download that one. I'm going to tone this all the way down. That'll do. Okay. We now have a one channel point reward called Crisis Check. Cooldown is going to be 5 minutes. There we go. So now we can play Crisis Check for 1 point. Yeah. Okay. Right, we've repaired. Let's have a look. Have we got any more? We need harpoons, don't we? Oh, am I not at the station? Yeah. They don't have any missiles, really? Another enforcer with no... I need money there. Steady with ballistic mastery. Okay. Let's have a look at Rice Valk. Let's do it. Let's do it. No missiles, really? How are there no missiles? Actually, though. Alright. Okay, let's take a look at Coatl. I can't believe I didn't hit a single asteroid then. That's very unlike me. It will get a notification on the Crisis, gets selected on 4,500. Yeah, we don't want it to get there because if it selects one, if I then remove it to 0, the Crisis still happens to what it had already, like, you know, they will still come, basically. Which I don't want. Chicken Moztok. Let's go. Chicken Moztok, I've come to bargain. Ah, I hit an asteroid. Harpoon double. There's no actual just normal harpoon. It's kind of annoying. Where would have that? Oh, I do need to do these things. We'll do that in a minute. The crisis used to get cancelled if you reduce it below 300 points. I think it does do that if you do it by playing the game, but by using the run code, I don't think it actually notices. Because I haven't actually done anything in-game to proc that, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if that's true, but I still had the derelict raid me, even though I used the command to get rid of them. Because the derelict is supposed to be friendly. So I don't know what happened there, realistically. No idea. Do do do. I'll just go like this, like this. But I'll bring them around. Nope. That's plus torpedo. Nope. Okay, we'll go to Iron Shell then. We could use Atropos instead. That's not a bad idea. Oh, it's 3 for Atropos. Shit. Okay. We'll use Atropos instead. That'll do. Because at least they're guided, so I don't have to worry about them just spaffing them away. Cool. We have a pretty strong destroyer there. No, I don't need to do that, thanks, though. I'll take it. I'm not doing it, but I'll take it. Let's grab a little bit of fuel. And let's go and do some work for our good friend Alvis Sebastian. So we'll go to the Thulian Raider base. No, we won't. We'll go to recover the instrument package first, then we'll go to Thule. Because I need money first. Good lord. Chaps and chapettes. It is officially fucking hot. It's officially fucking hot. I'm just saying. It is fucking boiling. Also, I've not thought about this. Because I stream on YouTube as well now, if anyone was wondering. Which none of you were. But I don't know if I can swear as much now, or whether I've got to be careful with what I say. Like, Twitch is quite forgiving for that kind of thing, I think. Methane, Baron, Asia. Oh, I've been here before. Oh, yeah, we go back to that research station. Hell yeah. Located inside a ring system some distance away from the center. Okay, well, we'll just head over there and see if we see it on the way. I've had 2 fans on me all day. Mate, honestly, I've literally got this one behind me, and that is it. There we go. Cool. That was great. Yeah. What was that? Ah. Oh, that's really bad news for us. The fleet's not ready for that. Ah, shit. These guys are insanely good. We're gonna leave. Ah! Ah, no! No! Leave me alone! Leave me be! I'm out of... Are you kidding? How am I out of supplies? Alright, get to the research station. Hopefully there's some supplies in it. There is. Good. Modular Fleet Override. This modular version of the Fleet Override increases fighter attack damage by 10%. Increases plant losses by 50. Modular bulk here, nice. The Brighton Scavenged Package. Rampart, Berserker, Scintilla, Fulgent, Bastillon, Decatree, Glimmen, and Apogee. Nice. You spawned a Path Fleet. Is that you that spawned that Path Fleet? The Wagon Class Cargo Drone. Learn that. Thank you. Colossus Mark III Modified Freighter. That is you. That is you. Yo, Alex, what's up, man? How are you doing? How are you doing, pal? Hope you're doing well. Hydromagnetic cannons again. A Dryan coil gun or two. Some research. Nice. Oh, and thank you for the extra supplies, Forlorn. Political officer. Okay. Installs a political officer trained extensively in leadership and Andraden thought to monitor and guide the crew, along with personnel management and surveillance equipment needed to support them. Causes this ship to gain all the aptitude bonuses of a Lion's Guard vessel when the fleet is operating with an Andradenism aptitude executive officer. Dictat ships that already fully benefit from the aptitude instead gain a 10% time flow bonus. Cool. Alright. We're never going to use that, but... Look at supply use. Minus 34. Why? Oh, because of the remnant ships. Still minus 29. The fuck? Just suspend repairs. Right, let's get the fuck out of here. We need to get ourselves somewhere safe. Let's go, yeah, let's head to Coulon. And we can repair there. And yo, crew, what's up, man? Thank you very much for the 50k credits. You disengage with a story point, it still costs you a full deployment worth of CR. Oh. How have I never noticed that that's a thing? I somehow, like, never want to really go, yeah, that's definitely a thing that's going to happen. Literally, it was the rest of my supplies. Oh. There we go. We have way more supplies now, hell yeah. Right, let's get rid of some of this. I don't mind selling that to the pirates because they've already got them. I will, however... Oh no, if I get taxed. Shit. Sell that to the pirates. Sure. I'll take the 18% hit just to not have to pay tax. Got 100 supplies, that'll do. Okay, we're looking good, we're looking good. Right. Let's head over to the Thulian Raider base. You notice that every time and then wait for days for it to recover. Yeah, true. True. The thing is, it's one of those things like, I notice it, I get annoyed, and then I forget that it's a thing. As if, like, my brain just deletes the information entirely and just never remembers that. I don't know why I'm so bad at it. Oh, I need to speak to somebody now. Smuggler. That wasn't the deal. 68,000 credits. Ah. We'll pay the 68, yeah, we got given it, didn't we? There we go. Cool. Nope. Zoom. Let's head back over to Galatia. Oh, but yeah, hello everybody. Hello. I don't think there's anybody on YouTube yet. I think you're all on Twitch hanging out together, so that's fine. More than happy with that. Ah, it's sitting elsewhere. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that streaming onto YouTube is actually worthwhile as well, to be honest. We did have someone in yesterday, but there we go. Got 69 and 60. Nice. So, Tri-Tac Black Site Extraction. You want me to rescue a researcher? Yes, exactly. Cool. Let's do it. You what? You what? Cool. Transporting scientist, opposite direction, VIP transport. Cool, sure. So we head to Salamanca first. Obviously, you know, we always have a colony where people can learn, you know? A nice learning environment on a toxic planet. It's the best way. It is the best way. Nope. Nuh-uh. Nope. How are you that side of me? You fucker. Let's get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. Cool. Mission complete. I just need to get the Galatia questline done, realistically. Maybe I should grab myself a buffalo at this point. Because I think I've only got a normal hauler. Not even. I've got venoms. Yeah, fuck it. Let's grab ourselves... Let's grab ourselves a buffalo. So we actually have a hauler. I need augmented dry field and expanded cargo. There we go. Much better. And maybe grab a Phaeton as well. And then we'll do augmented fuel and auxiliary fuel. There we go. So there we go. We can actually carry a little bit more stuff. Did you see the extended mode post for the next game update? Yes. I keep forgetting to read, like, have a look at that on stream. I was going to read through it on stream and do like a patch notes reading type thing on stream, but I keep forgetting to do it. So yes, I've seen it. Have I completely read it? No, I haven't, not yet. But I do mean to. Let's head into... Cool. Does it look good? From what I was seeing, it looks like almost like a hardcore mode. A Cassius. Cool. Ooh. I might grab myself an archer. Medium ballistic, medium composite, 2 medium missile. Is it a missile auto forge? Yeah, we'll grab that. Maybe we do Dragonfires. Maybe we do Dragonfires. Auto Forge with Dragonfires is pretty legit. Is that 2,000? Yeah. When the next update comes out, I'll want to make 2 challenge runs. One is just extended mode, and the other is I can't use skill points at all. Ooh, okay. Cool. Cool. That sounds fun. That sounds like it'd be painful, but it sounds fun. Yeah, we'll stick an Inferno Merv on there as well. Why not? And then we'll just do point defense, I think. Let's get some... Have we got Vulcans? We've got light Vulcans. Oh, it's all energy PD anyway. There we go. That'll do. I don't need expanded missile racks because I've got the auto forge. So let's take... Maybe we take some shielding here. Ah, ECCM package, yes. Definitely take that. We'll take auxiliary thrusters. I think we take hardened shields. And then we just do that pretty much. But we're going to build in ECCM and AUX thrusters. There we go. Archer ready. Press C. I have pressed C. What am I pressing C for? 1 sec. I'm back. Still using second in command? Yes, absolutely. I like it. I like second in command quite a lot. I think it's very good. So we've got as much fuel as we can get right now. Let's grab a few more supplies. A little bit overpriced here, but it's not the end of the world. Can we now actually get home? Yes, but we can't get back. Okay. Can we grab... How do I know if I can grab fuel from here? We are... Looks like we're importing fuel. I don't use it. Yeah, fair enough. I quite like it, man. I'm quite enjoying using it. It's quite good. I might do a playthrough of The Haunted at some point. After I've done this, I want like a bit more of like a short sort of a short Star Sector thing to do. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, cool. Just damage all of my shit. Crisis check. My heart is in crisis after that noise.
Listen up,
Listen up.
filth. You are standing against the Lord Captain von
Von
Valancius,
Valancius.
heir of Theodora
Yo,
von
Val, what's up, man?
Valancius, the Prince of Dargonus, conqueror of the Void, Tyrant Slayer, savior of the Rykat system, guardian of the Coronis Expanse, subjugator of Janus, architect of the trade, explorer of the Dark City, vanquisher of the corruption, the Pathfinder. And now, you all are about to die.
What's up, man? How are we doing? Good evening, my friend. Good evening. I think I forgot to tell you, I'll be 30 on Sunday. Welcome, Alex. Everybody's like, ooh, 30. Ooh. Ooh, once you get to 30, you feel old. Do you? Fuck. I am in my prime. I am 34 years old and I'm in my fucking prime, baby. Trust me, being 30 is great. It is the best I have ever felt. Tired, just back from a 2-hour walk since I was not streaming. Went for a wander. Fair play. Fair play, man. Fair play. I don't blame you not streaming today. It's about 37 or 38 degrees in this room at the moment, Val. Hence why I've got like my holiday shirt on. It's pretty brutal. And I've got this one fan behind me, and I've got like sweat marks on the table where my forearms are resting. You're turning into a wizard. I told you. When you get to 30, you become your best. I told you. I need to go to Delta Loca. Live in the V Delta Loca. Yep, that just happened, and I apologize. It won't happen again. I might go to Knossos on the way back and check out a blue supergiant. Let's do this shit. There was 26 in mine without the camera and light on, so I thought pass, fair play. Yeah, obviously yeah, mine obviously includes the fact that I've got the computer on, I've got the laptop on, yeah. Oh, fuck. I mean, might actually be okay here. I'm not sure. Let's do it. What? Why? Yeah, I don't have a troop transport, so let's do it. So, you and you stick together. I want you guys to stick together. Omen, go and take that. Tempest, go and take that. Everyone else, let's go. We've already got that, that's nice. I'm just going to slowly burn him down. As is my right. If the Tempests and stuff could actually engage as well, that would be great. But, you know. Yeah, don't worry about it. We've just lost a ship already, you know, it's all good. Riveting content, this, isn't it? I am on the edge of my seat. Hey, good. We lost a Kanda, but we killed a Hound, so... Nice. We win the fight. In we go. Let's all unanchor from this, shall we? Damn it. This is silly being here. Let's get him, boys. Get him, squad. Burn him down. Oh, Dragonfire in the face. Yeah, get him. Afflictor down. Really? Why do I feel like my fleets are so weak in comparison to most things? Like, I feel like we're getting destroyed. I need some better guns for this thing. Okay, this is good. I can keep these occupied while my squad deletes the rest. I live in the basement, suckers. It's 18 degrees. That's lucky, man. That's lucky. Yo, Pepe, what's up? How we doing? How we doing? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, the Elasa just did a lot of damage then. Let's try and get behind him here. Okay. We'll just keep him off the Elasta for now then. That is a wall of armor. Target, poor target. Okay. We've got something over here about to die. That's good. We might actually make it out of this alive. Tickle. Ah, I thought I might kill him. Nope, not where I want to be. Nice. Wayfarer down. Another Wayfarer down. Let's vent quickly. Okay. We might be alright. We might be alright. But I do need... I can't have a brawler taking on a fucking Cersei. Come back here. Any updates to Star Sector recently? There is one coming that I haven't looked at the moment. But it has an extra sort of extended mode. Which is like some sort of like hardcore built-in playthrough. If you want, we can have a look in a minute. I can have a look on stream if you guys are interested in doing that. I'm happy to do that. Or if you want to just keep playing, we can. It looks quite interesting, to be fair. Take him down, boys. Yes! Everyone, get him. Maximum heat. Yeah, it looks like it would be pretty fun. It's cool. I think it's called extended mode or something. So what's this? Side grade to the Manticore. Okay. 1,000 base armor with 2 medium composites, 1 medium ballistic, and 2 small ballistic. That's pretty nice. I don't want a mule. I might grab that, yeah. Let's grab that. That sounds pretty good. Unfortunately, we do now have to turn around immediately, which is not what I was planning. Oh. But, small craft level 2, let's go. It doesn't say anything about officers apart from at the top. I've been waiting for some real challenge in this game. The base game is too easy. Fair enough. Let me see if I can find it quickly. I think is it on the Star Sector Discord? I think that's where it's at. Yeah, here we are. Extended mode. Let me switch over to a browser. Hopefully you guys can see that. Cool, yeah, you can. Good stuff, good stuff. It's been a while since big update. I feel like it's okay to ignore vanilla. Yeah, I think so as well at the moment. Right. Let's have a quick we'll have a quick blast through this. It's quite extensive, by the way, so prepare yourself. This will be like 15-20 minutes. But let's have a quick blast through this and have a look. So, over the course of development, we've been kicking around some ideas that to me were really interesting, but also too extreme. Too much to spring on the unsuspecting Star Sector player base, as this is what the game is now, have fun. So they've been collecting dust, but not anymore. I've been resistant to adding different game modes. It's more things to test and potentially break with every release for one. But that's exactly what is called for here. And I'm excited enough about the idea to go for it. Okay. The main goal of extended mode is to make the player feel like a small timer in a deep and dangerous world, to zoom way in on the early game, to make basic survival, let alone growing the fleet, a struggle, to allow the player to spend more time in the stage of the game where every little thing matters, and to experience existing content in a new light. To do things they might not normally do. Imagine a playthrough where getting a Hammerhead class destroyer feels like a big accomplishment, and an Arbalest autocannon dropping is a notable stroke of good luck. Already, that seems to me like just unnecessary difficulty. Let's have a look at this screenshot. What have we got here? Just looks like Star Sector, I think. I don't think there's any different stuff there. My main concern with this is that to some people, this new mode might come across as a new difficulty setting, something they might feel obligated to play because of the implied challenge. I know, I've done that with games more than a few times and not enjoy it, ditto. Is extended mode more difficult than normal? That really depends on how one thinks about difficulty. Is it harder to obtain a battleship in extended mode? That's certainly the case. But the experience is meant to be so different that this doesn't make sense as a point of comparison. And the point of extended mode is this different experience, not any sort of benchmarks one might be able to hit. Game mode intended for experienced players that aims to zoom way in on the early game to make basic survival, let alone growing the fleet, a struggle, to allow the player to spend more time. Yeah, we read that. At some point after 25 cycles have passed, your character will need to grapple with retirement. Interesting. I don't know how that's going to work. So the game tries to make this clear both through the name mode extended as opposed to, for example, challenge, and through the tooltip explaining what the mode is on new game creation. If you want to be thrown into an uncaring universe where you're quite likely to be unable to make much headway and might not ever see some of the endgame content, or heck, even a cruiser, then extended mode might be your jam. On the other hand, if you want to get to the endgame reliably and are in the mood to experiment with different ship builds and some of the toughest fights the game has to offer, then normal mode is where it's going to be at. Okay, so this is geared towards all of you guys that are like super really good at Star Sector, and you guys are like, I need this challenge, you know? With all that out the way, let's talk about the specifics of what makes extended mode tick. There are a lot of changes, and I won't be able to go through all of them in this post, but the basic idea is 1. Make everything from ships to weapons to officers harder to get and maintain. But the basic idea, and 2. Control the things that make it easy for players to amass credits and ships in normal mode to get free stuff, or to drastically overperform in other ways. These are really two sides of the same coin, two different ways of looking at the same thing. I delayed this blog post by a couple of weeks to give myself time to do a playthrough in this new mode. so I can actually comment on some of the experiences I've had with the changes and how it's actually played out. There's still more playtesting to do. I've only just started my first colony in cycle 210, and my fleet features a single Fury as by far its most powerful ship. I'd like to get a capital ship and perhaps explore the Abyss a bit to check on how that feels too, but I won't be able to comment on that for quite a while at the rate it's going. Okay. Starting from the beginning, there are new starting options for extended mode. The gist of it is more variety, but overall starting with worse quality ships than the normal start. Never mind the fast start options, and with less credits. To give an idea of what that feels like depending on the start, a pirate fleet with 3 beat-up frigates is a challenge, and 4 is a problem. Hello? Oh. The spacer start option that you normally have to edit the config file to enable is available here by default, and that one is a challenge. You also start in a random core world system, just to mix things up. I really like how that feels, because the beginning of the game is where you really care about all the details of a star system, and getting to start on a different one almost feels like exploring it for the first time. It's just so different from visiting it later with a sizable fleet. I totally need it, yeah? Do you think so? Obviously I'm going to have a go at this, right? But I'm not sure how good I am. Star Sector is a fleet combat game, and ships are always going to be central, so let's look at those next. The first step was making ships much more expensive to buy. 5 times for frigates and 8 times for capitals. Exact numbers very much subject to change. This by itself will not do much because there are other ways to get ships. 1 second, I just need to blow my nose again. It is particularly bad today. Okay. The number of recoverable ships after battle is much lower. The number of recoverable derelicts floating out there is also much lower, and story point recovery is only available in a fraction of the cases. And larger ships cost more story points to recover, up to 4 for capitals with no bonus XP, though battle losses from your own side still only cost 1 story point to recover and grant full bonus XP. The recoverable derelicts are much lower quality, with many more demods. There are a lot of fewer ships for sale, and they are somewhat lower quality. Ships with demods can be bought for a decent amount less. Special ships, such as the Ziggurat and the Onslaught Mark I, have a few surprises in store. Okay, so there's new content there as well. That's fun. Combined, all this means that finding a beat-up Hound or similar early on is something to get excited about. Okay. Weapons and fighter LPCs are also much less available for purchase, are 10 times more expensive, and have their drop rate reduced to 1/10 of normal, so creating optimal builds is an unlikely proposition. You're probably going to need to figure out how to best use what you've actually got. Instead, weapon sale prices are actually reasonably high, so finding a weapon that you don't need presents a meaningful choice. Hang on to it for later, or sell it for credits you likely desperately need right now, which segues nicely into the following point. No free lunch. There's no more free storage at abandoned stations. With the price of things being much higher, monthly storage fees are proportionally higher as well. So just packing things away long term is going to get costly. This makes getting a colony started a pretty important milestone, because then you can finally get a base of operations going with free storage. But in extended mode, that's not trivial. The Galatia Academy stipend is gone as well, and the monthly income from commissions is reduced drastically, while the commission bounties are doubled, which actually also applies in normal mode. No more free credits every month just because. How much is his storage? It says $8.49. It obviously doesn't show how much he actually paid. I wonder how big his crew is as well, because that's quite a large crew payroll if it's early game. I don't think it will let you keep those OP ships for free. Maybe some hefty fees or some hard battle. I would think that it would be like some sort of massive challenge, or when you maybe when you get to the ziggurat or something, there's something else you have to do to recover it. Maybe you have to take a load of resources to it, like when you have to build some of the stations or whatever. Because, yeah, maybe it's a little bit more costly to get yourself a ship as powerful as that, right? In addition, commodity drops from exploration salvage, e.g. ruins, orbital stations, etc. are reduced, and analysed entity missions require a certain base sensor strength to complete. Excuse me, so no doing that with a single dram. Not that finding a dram in decent condition would be all that easy in the first place. Crew, fuel, and supplies. You can't run ships without crew, unless they're automated. And that's going to feel quite a bit different. Crew for hire is much less painful, especially when you're not well liked by the faction, and the price is 10 times higher, as well as a hefty 3 times increase in their monthly salaries. Holy shit. Selling their contracts is only worth a tenth of the hire price, so one is not going to be making a profit there. Marines have similar cost and upkeep increases. The end result is that crew matters a lot more. Losses can't be replaced as readily, and it gets expensive, especially in an environment where credits are already tight. So hull mods like blast doors and the much maligned recovery shuttles start to look considerably more attractive. That's a good way, I think, of actually making these more attractive. Blast doors and recovery shuttles. I think that's quite nice. Fuel is less available and 3 times more expensive, though the specific number is fairly likely to change and might get higher. Almost more importantly, the fuel capacity of all ships is cut in half, and that of tankers is reduced by 65%. Fuck. Even a jaunt across the core with your starting fleet becomes something to consider. Your fuel tanks are likely to be dry when you get there, so is the trip worth it? Are you going to be able to get some fuel there at a decent price? Do you maybe stop somewhere on the way? So you basically have to just keep the Sindrians on side all the time, and anywhere you go, you just go to Asconia first and just pick up fuel and then bounce out of Asconia. So basically, being Sindrian is going to be like the best way to go. Larger ships also use more fuel than normal, up to double for capital ships. The point isn't to make refueling a chore, isn't it? That's what it sounds like. But rather to make it qualitatively more difficult to actually get out to the farther reaches of the sector. That's making refueling a chore, though. It's not that you need to haul around more fuel, isn't it? You need to plan your movements, place colonies with way stations strategically, use the slipstreams, etc. But we do that now, though. Well, I guess I do, but things that only kind of matter in normal mode and can be brute force with credits become something you really need to think about. This is a recurring thing with changes. I'm not sure what I think of the fuel changes. I think this could go either way, right? If they've done it right, and it genuinely doesn't feel like a chore, this could be pretty sweet to make the galaxy feel larger again, right? Because I've always said it would be quite cool to have a large galaxy instead of like a small or a medium, right? So this might do that. This might do exactly that. So either that, or it will become a chore, and then nobody will play this game mode. Because obviously, Path of Exile did a similar thing. Why would you do crisis check? The game's paused. Are you just trying to make me jump? Yeah, I'm not sure what I think of this. I think this is a 50-50 for me. This could go horrendously well or horrendously badly. Maybe. Supplies don't actually cost more. I don't want to put too much time-based pressure on a player, but rather more decision-based pressure, such as for fuel. But the quantity available for sailors also less, as with fuel and crew. I mean, if you go to places like Chickamoztalk, Asconia, Sindria, places like that, they sell like 3,000 anyway, so that's not too bad. A player-run colony has more crew, supplies, and fuel available, though still less than in normal mode. Another benefit to starting one. Guess you have to really plan ahead. Yeah, you really have to know what you're doing with this, which is fine. While not exactly free lunch, colonies can make extreme amounts of credits when built up, trivializing the rest of the game, allowing the easy use of top-heavy fleets, making the cost of supplies, fuel, etc. a non-concern, and so on. Now that in extended mode, they are more appealing for not credit printing reasons. It makes a lot of sense to rein in their credit-making capacity. Thus, a corruption/inefficiency mechanic. The more income there is, the more of it doesn't make it into your account. This soft caps the gross income produced by colonies. Basically, past a certain point, doubling the effective income requires increasing it by a factor of 4 or 8. In theory, the income is not hard capped, but since this is done with the gross income, not the net, upkeep costs can easily outpace it. So there's a sweet spot to be found in terms of the number of colonies and industries, which isn't a maximum amount of everything. The goal is to make colonies something that give you capabilities, storage, resupply, slipstream visibility, etc., and only a rather limited income that helps offset the cost of running your fleet instead of trivializing them. Again, that depends how nasty they've been with the credits. If they've been really nasty with the credits income there, that could be really shit. Because if they tilt it to the side of the upkeep becomes way more expensive, it's going to become a chore just to keep your colonies running. Because you're trying to progress and you need credits to do that, and you need to buy ships, you need to buy supplies, you're going to need to be buying way more fuel than you would normally as well, because obviously all of it's reduced and all your ships use double. It's going to be kind of annoying if you then have to like, oh, now I need to go and spend money on my colony. Oh, my colony is all the way over there. Now I've got to plan a route from there to there to there to there to there to get there. In my opinion, at that point, you just do the Galatia questline, get the gates, and just live in gate systems. Just find gate systems and don't live anywhere else. I was questioning why don't they make it so crews need food, because when I scrolled through the config file, I saw there was an option to make crews consume food. Is there? That's a cool mechanic. I actually quite like that. I don't mind that. That could be a cool challenge run, to be fair. Yeah, that's about usual. Okay, speaking of slipstreams, hyperspace topography now reduces the fuel cost for traveling in a slipstream by 90% instead of 75%, making it almost free. This change applies in both normal and extended mode, but is much more impactful in extended mode, where getting even a middling fleet with enough fuel capacity to get to the fringe of the sector and back is not at all trivial. That's quite nice. That sounds cool. Why isn't that in the base game? You can deactivate it. I know, yeah, it's quite a cool idea. To make slipstreams more practical, the range at which a neutrino burst at a sensor array reveals them is much larger. You can stop by on the edge of the core, do a burst from an array in the core system, and have enough information to plan your voyage. In addition, slipstreams only change once a cycle instead of twice, so you're more likely to know the layout and the information you require about it stays useful for longer. Since travel is so much harder, bounties outside the core have had their reward increase substantially based on how far the target is. Both officers and AI cores are harder to find, though in practice I don't think the officer availability would be the principal limiting factor, since it takes a lot longer to build up a fleet anyway. The more important change here is that officers receive combat pay per deployment, scaling up based on the size of ship they're in command of, and disproportionately larger for capital ships. The exact number is still to be discussed, but let's just say they start out at 1 times the officer's monthly pay for frigates. That's nasty. That is nasty. Food normally is extremely useless, except for planets, but there it's trivial. Yeah, exactly. It's got no use other than that, really. It's just a money-making commodity, isn't it? The goal here is to make the deployment costs more pronounced. Right, hold on. They all look normal with the officers. 20 for a Fury, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, because the Aurora is 30, so yeah, 20 for a Fury, 30 for an Aurora. 8 for a Scarab, 8 for a Shrike P, 9 for an Enforcer P. They're all Vanguard Ps. Centurion, that's all correct. So nothing's changed there. Projected deployment recovery costs 73 supplies. Officer combat pay 15.5 grand. So you can get forced into combat, and then you have to pay your officers for that combat. Not sure I like that. The goal here is to make the deployment cost more pronounced to reward getting more done with less. The supply recovery costs aren't enough to matter later on in the game, especially... Oh. The supply recovery costs aren't enough to matter later in the game, especially. At the same time, the way the combat pay scales adds some incentive to use smaller ships, In particular, the combat pay for an officer in a capital ship is comparatively very high. The baseline tariff for using the open market is 40%. Using the black market requires bribery, which amounts to 25% tariff, but that can be reduced to 0 by sneaking into port with transponder off, and is always 0% at free ports for factions that don't require the transponder on for trade, such as pirates and pathers. The military market retains its 30% tariff, but any access to it requires a faction commission. So you need a commission to go to a military market now of a specific faction, otherwise you can't use it. I'm okay with that. I think that's quite a cool change. Combined with the higher prices for a lot of things, sneaking in becomes very appealing, though not strictly speaking required. But at the same time, the penalties for a failed or suspicious cargo scan are much stiffer. To make sneaking in a viable option, there are a couple of changes, ones that apply also in normal mode. New patrols will not spawn from a market for at least 2 days after a patrol returns. New patrols spawned by a market will ignore nearby fleets and have their sensor range be set to 0 for 1 day. This largely takes out the randomness and unfairness of the process, where you might get caught by a patrol that just spawned a second as you're about to come in, yeah. Don't think Silver even remembers what overload and the sensor array does. Nope, I do not. Not a clue. Not a fucking clue. Not a silly sausage. Is that bad? Okay, so that's just him sneaking in. Most illegal goods, organs, drugs, and heavy armaments are available for purchase in much smaller quantities, meaning that smuggling these, while profitable, is not something that can be done in large volumes and is much more likely of use in addition to whatever else you're doing, not instead of. And just to make things more fun, the sale of blueprints on the black market is substantially more profitable than selling them on the open market. If you're not aware, selling blueprints on the black market eventually gives pirates access to these ships, so it can lead to some interesting pirate encounters later in the game. Demod removal and ship resale. Another change that also applies in normal mode. This could be its own blog post, but I'll just touch on it briefly. Basically, you can remove demods one at a time if you like, using a new item called domain grade parts, which drop in small quantities alongside supplies and in larger quantities from certain entities such as the domain mothership. They can also be bought for a high price on core world markets, especially on ones with high production quality. Many more of these are required to repair larger, more expensive ships. This has implications for skills like hull restorations and derelict operations, which I won't go into here. It's a long-range hyperspace scout. It gives hyperspace topography too. I really should do that more then. High-quality ship parts required to repair demods. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, what's this? What's this? This is new. You need to burn a few volatiles for it. Ah, okay. That's the parts? No, it's not. Domain grade parts is here. Look, that's where his mouse is. Or is his mouse here? His mouse looks like it's over the supplies, doesn't it? But I'm guessing it's over this. Yeah, I think it is the parts. You're right. These parts cannot be sold. Yeah. So he's highlighted this one, hasn't he? And it's come up here. I thought that it was the corner, so it'd come from the corner. But now I was like, oh, it looks a bit like supplies. These parts cannot be sold for a high price. Who's going to believe a scavenger telling you this is domain grade? Trust me. But the ships that have been repaired using domain grade parts can be sold for a pretty good amount of credits. And with credits being tight, a limited amount of ship restoration and resale using self-found parts could be a nice source of income. The specific part, the resale value, only applies in extended mode. The principal motivation for adding this, though, was that with the early game stretched out as it is, it felt like it'd be really fun to gradually repair your fleet. In normal mode, a beat-up frigate just doesn't matter enough where this sort of caring about it makes sense. Though I think some sort of feeling will still carry when it comes to larger hulls. Okay, so it tells you how many parts, look. So I just checked, the option was not food, it's supplies. I bet you could change that using a mod, though. I bet you that's quite easy. Because there's already an option for it, you can probably change it to food and then do it that way. I reckon I could probably do that modded. And then once you've fixed up your ragtag bunch of frigates, you might be able to sell 1 or 2 for decent credits to help afford the next step up, some kind of destroyer. All in all, that feels like a nice dynamic. Otherwise, you might be too encouraged to keep adding frigates because it'll always be the first available option, and affording a destroyer requires saving up a bit. And since ships with D-mods can be bought for cheaper, buying a fixer-upper becomes more appealing too. In general, I think this makes D-mods more palatable psychologically. Just knowing that you could remove it cost efficiently makes it easier to accept, even if that's not a cost you're willing to pay right now. Story points. Story point make life a lot easier, which is rather the point in general, but not the right feel for extended mode. Thus, you get 2 per level instead of 4 while leveling up, though right now the rate goes back up to normal at max level. Still 2 a level, but the amount of XP required post-max level is halved. Okay. In addition, using a story point to avoid a fight does not grant any bonus XP, and talking your way out of a cargo scan only grants 50% XP instead of 100. Basically, as is the theme with a lot of these changes, making the choices you make more pronounced and putting some sharp edges on them. Safety overrides and phase ships. Yeah. If you're an experienced player thinking about the ways to break all this and catapult into the endgame anyway, no doubt you've considered some of the things that punch well above their weight in combat as a way to compensate. And as I should note, I have no doubt that ways to do that will be found. Safety overrides is an easy way to boost combat power in the early game, and has some good use in the late game, especially using Ludic Path Brawlers, which have the whole mod built in for free. It's not something I want to eliminate, but reducing its appeal in extended mode feels necessary, or given the increased pressure on the player, it might start to feel obligatory. So, fittingly, safety overrides now generate some crew casualties purely based on time deployed in combat and in contact with the enemy, even if the hull takes no damage. Some crew losses are all but guaranteed, and combined with the scarcity of crew credits and much higher crew costs, this becomes a real consideration, and it's more of the sort of thing you might want to do as a one-off. A desperate measure for a tougher fight that you otherwise can't win, rather than something you can run. You run constantly. I'm not sure about that, you know. I'm not sure that feels bad. I don't like the idea that you just randomly lose crew, because that's another reason that you then have to go back somewhere. So you just don't use safety override ships because crew is a pain to get and you have to pay them. I guess if you're running out of money and you want to mothball some ships and you have a Ludic Path ship with safety overrides on it, you can chuck that into combat, lose a load of crew, and you're sound. But that's the only upside I can see of that. It also puts into perspective the mentality of the Path, which do run safety overrides on most of their ships as a matter of course. Phase ships are, as usual, more tricky, so instead of changing them directly in extended mode, the Antimatter Blaster prevents them from phasing whilst it's recharging. I think they mean only in combat. Yeah, I know. But still, that's not... I don't think that's great. That one weapon is a huge part of phase ship power, normally allowing a phase ship to deal burst damage and then recharge safely while phased out. There are certainly other ways to build them and can certainly punch well above their weight without it, but this will put a damp on the most common overpowered strategy. It's still 9 points. It's also not the kind of thing you can exactly make a beeline for, just being able to afford an Afflictor class phase frigate, the best platform for antimatter blasters, would take some work. And then you'd have to find it, probably repair it, find the blasters, whatever other high quality weapons to make it work. Playtesting anecdotes. Now let me tell you about some of the fun things that happened to me during playtesting. Okay, I'll read one. Early on I saw a frigate for sale on the black market that I could just barely afford and ended up leaving the market, going to hack a sensor array to produce false readings, and sneaking into the market with the transponder off to get it, this time without having to pay bribes. Okay. Let's have a look at these. What have we got? Everything else kind of looks the same here. Actually been avoiding high-risk debris salvage. I wouldn't even know if anything changed here. I've forgotten what this looked like. This is all just more anecdotes of him playing the game. I'll just pick a few. A plan that did work out, though, was using Neuralink. I was desperate to find an officer and hadn't had much to sniffed one anywhere. This skill gave me another ship with officer skills, lets two ship benefit from your skill. And one didn't require combat pay to deploy, which in extended mode really factors into the usefulness of the skill. Plus it let me pull off some fun tactics, such as pulling apart a stronger enemy fleet, leading a bunch of carriers with my Scarab while fighting the rest of their combat ships with the Fury. A few screenshots showing how the fight went. It's a nail-biter. Yeah, fair play. I get it. I do get it. Oh, excuse me. I'm actually like, I'm only tired because I'm hot. Okay. Okay. This is the bit I was excited about. The retirement mechanic. You might only use it in your controlled ship. Some people can solo the entire fleet with one SO ship. Yeah, for sure. You really can. Like, if you stick, say, SO on a Grendel or something like that, you can do so much damage. It's incredible. It wasn't all fun and games, however. Once out of the early game, which took 6 or 7 hours of playing, it felt like it got substantially easier all of a sudden. There was this class of easy jobs to run around core doing with little risk. These jobs used to be hard, but not anymore. And after the 10 strokes to get that point, felt like a letdown. Tried a couple of different things. The first idea was a spaces share mechanic, where the more credits you had, the more you'd share it with your crew each month. That does the job of making you take on harder missions that pay more, because you need to maximize the rate at which you get credits. And it has some fun side effects of making you hoard valuable items to sell when you need credit. That's annoying. That's annoying, Mornay. Would you guys find that annoying? Hoarding valuable items around all the time instead of actually like just selling them, getting rid of them, and then being able to use your inventory for other things? It has some nice parity vibes to it, distributing the plunder fairly and so on. But it didn't feel good to be losing credits because you have too many credits. This might be a good fit for the space to start, but not for extended mode. Okay, so it's not actually making it into extended. That's good. Another idea was, well, again, there's down space and their traditions involving getting paid, this time for crossing the threshold. A jump out of any civilized star system. The idea that there was to limit the profits to be had by gallivanting around the core without punishing exploration. But that didn't really work either, yeah. Instead of the stick, it was time to try the carrot, namely substantially increasing the payout for bounties outside the core. If you had to go through all the trouble of managing the fuel and the slipstreams to get there, it needs to offer enough of a reward to be worth it over the safer core job. And I think that's just about good enough. It certainly made me go for those bounties when the pay for a smuggling mission started to look pitiful in comparison. Okay, retirement. There was still a bit of a problem, and that is, if you get a colony or any other kind of passive income, even the low income of a commission, you could just wait for a very, very long time and have the credits trickle in. Spaces Share would take care of that by capping the maximum amount you can make, but as I said, that felt bad. I do think this problem is more theoretical than practical. People are generally going to want to play the game and not pilot their character. Heck, you can do this already in normal mode. But in extended mode, with it being more difficult to progress, this kind of degenerate strategy becomes more appealing. He's calling us all degenerates. Still, I don't think solving this is essential. It just serves as a catalyst for some ideas that are interesting for me. So with that in mind, in extended mode, at some point after 25 cycles have passed, your character will be offered the choice to retire or not, and to instead invest a substantial amount of credits into rejuvenation treatments, cybernetics, and so on. Okay. This adds very mild time pressure. A normal game is hardly going to last that long, although in extended mode it'll take longer to advance, so trying to beat the clock might become a factor. It definitely puts a damper on just waiting in orbit for credits to trickle in, and to a lesser extent on doing small time jobs when you could be doing something that pays better. But again, that's not really the point, more of a side effect. If you're the sort of player that loathes time pressure, even in this sort of form, this can be disabled by editing the settings file. And actually a ton of stuff mentioned here can be tweaked in that file as well. Okay, so it's customizable. You actually get the retired thing. That's fun. A couple of cycles after game start, one can also talk to the historian and consider retiring early to bring the game to a conclusion, show the chart. I think I'll make this option available in a normal mode as well. There's potential here to do some fun narrative things with describing the retirement depending on what the player has done. This is extremely up in the air at the moment and likely won't be a thing in the upcoming release, and I wouldn't want to lock that into extended mode. Plus, it allows one to end the story of their character, to close the book as it were, instead of just abandoning it. That's cool, actually. That would be good for like things like this, where we're doing a proper story playthrough. At least they let you pay money to extend your life, yeah. Wrapping up, all in all, I think the changes would work. I ended up doing some stuff I'd never even thought about before, and it made me see the game in a new way. I still need to do more testing though, as I'd love to get at least having a capital ship. Funny how that feels like quite far away still. And see if I can maybe manage a trip to the Abyss, or at least to Limbo. At least in theory, all of the game changes should be beatable in extended mode, but it's just a question of resources. But since they are much more scarce, there are compelling reasons to try to do more with less, and I'd like to see how it feels in the later stages of the game. In other news, while I've been doing this, David, with the help of a couple of testers, has been working on finishing up the new story elements that are the bulk of the new content for the next release. It's not the main story, but nonetheless, something with the potential to affect the sector. That's going to be the Usurpers, isn't it? Let's be honest. That's going to be the Usurpers. 100%. 100%. I think we've already seen something along the lines of the Usurpers anyway, right? Right, let's get back onto it. Let's go, because that was quite a long read. But yeah, I think my initial thoughts on that, it sounds interesting. My one problem is everything seems geared towards everything costing more, you being able to carry less, and they're saying they don't want it to be a chore. Which to me sounds like, oh, I've got less money, oh, I need fuel, oh, I need to get here to do this thing, oh, I can't do that because I don't have enough money. Oh, I need to do this job, but I can't get there because I need crew, and the crew costs this much. And if I deploy this ship, then I've got to pay the officer 15 grand, and I can't do that. And it sounds like a lot of faff at the moment. That might be completely untrue. It might actually be completely fine, right? I don't know. But yeah, it seems like a lot more faff than it's worth at the moment. Oh, fun. Oh, they've actually got stuff. Didn't expect that. Is it a small? Yeah. I'm going to swap that over to harpoons, I think. Oh, yeah, I forgot we've got a lightning gun now. And we got plasma flamers. Ooh, wait. Plasma flamers are pretty good, actually. The poor Afflictor is just getting nerfed massively. It's a bit rude, if I'm honest. Excuse me. I've got one more antimatter blaster, says. There we go. I might actually change this over to Atropos if I can. That's annoying. Okay, I won't for now. This thing needs help. Oh, a Sabo SRM pod, yeah. Dryan coil guns. I might actually do that. Let's slap a Dryan. In fact, we've got anti-shield. Let's do 2 anti-armor though, actually. A couple of Tor light cannons. Let's do... Have we got salamanders here? God damn it. God damn it. Fine. Let's do a couple of harpoons then. That'll do for now. I think the whole purpose is extend the early game. Once you get your colony down, the late game will be similar. We all know how fast the money comes up after your colony is built up. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But they did say they were nerfing that. They did say that you're... Essentially now, what's going to happen is, as you obviously grow your colony, it's going to be like people skimming off the top and stuff like that. So you're going to start losing some of your income. Which is going to massively, like, it's going to massively change how things work, for sure. Yeah, give me those plasma flamers, boy. I do, however, need expanded magazines now. So while we're out there, 563, not bad. Yeah. But yeah, I think they sound like good changes, to be honest. They sound like they'd be pretty good. That's fine. Let's get... Oh, you get another HVD on this thing. Hell yeah. Heavy needler. Stick heavy needlers on it. It's good. It's good. I think just a couple of arbalests is fine. Drop that off. What? Okay. Sure, yeah. Start clearing some of these S or D mods off ships. I know they're only like the cheap shit at the moment I'm getting rid of, but it's still better. We need to redo the missiles of this thing as well. We can't really though. Okay. I don't know what these things do, but they're trash. But it's my trash, and that's what counts. Let's strip this down. I can't even see what ship that is. Also, you must build your fleet smartly. Cannot go for the 30 capital ships fleet tactic. I tend not to do that anyway. You know, I try not to do that normally. Oh, it's got bulkheads built in. That's kind of nice. Is it fast? It's fast now. It has actually got a shield. Let's do an assault chain gun. Sabopod. Oh, we could... Oh, do you know what? We could just do 2 heavy machine guns instead. And then we've got anti-armor, we've got anti-shield. Let's just do... We could just do a light Julie on the front there. And then just a Vulcan at the back. I think... No, I don't think we need the Vulcan on the back, actually. Okay. Obviously, the problem we now have is we need heavy armor and armored weapon mounts. And then we need SO built back in. Okay. Do we need expanded mags? Don't think so, no. Shield shunt. I mean, we could shield shunt, to be fair. I don't think we should, though. There we go, that'll do. It's not fantastic, but it's not unfantastic either. This guy could be... Oh, this guy has... Energy weapon mastery. Fuck you. Yeah. Sure. Sure, go in there. A courageous? So courageous. Or a vanguard would be nice. I don't have enough money. I am in, where is Nataketa in here? Yeah. I owe 8,000 credits to tax. Sure, there you go. Thank you for the taxation. So I should only come to hedge systems when I actually have a decent amount of money. If you get an astral, name it the Dragon Nest because it sends out small dragons. Sure, yep. You have such good humor. I wouldn't call that humor though. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. Oh, is Nataketa the fuel? Damn it. Okay, so that is actually a good price. Go to ChatGPT here. Because capital lose to mixed ships in combat, DP limit on combat does that. Depends on the capital. If you're talking purely vanilla stuff, then sure, yeah. Can't afford that right now. We're about to be poor, folks. No. No. Okay, what jobs have we got? So we got to go and extract the researcher. Is there any more bounties around this area? Is there for exploration? No, not really. It's basically just if I go there, we're fucked. Okay, let's prioritize making some money first then. There's a derelict base there. No shit. That's cool. Let's go here and deal with that. Let's not, because it's going to run out. There's an astral. Should we go and get that? My capital can kill more than one ship, we will win. I mean, yeah, I guess if you're talking about that kind of that way of doing it. Ah, that's. I'm not sure I should do this. Okay, so we need to make money, and I don't know how to do it right now because we have no money. Obviously, we're going to make money from our income, but not much. Okay. I've already checked the crisis. It's fine. Brighton got tritachyoned. Have I got any contacts? Yeah, I have, yeah. Let's go to him. Is he Chicken Motzok? No, he's at Coapple. Let's go to Coapple. Let's see if we can get a mission from our boy. Yeah, cool. Do I have to develop him as a contact to get like stuff from him? I think I might have to, yeah. What's on the bounty docket? Let's go for a manageable target for now. In fucking arse end of nowhere. Ask about one of the others. It's closer. Doesn't matter when my college make 3 mil per month. If capitals are killing 1 to 2 frigates each as a victory, and you finally run out of supplies and crew, even with making them scarce. Are you talking modded here, Warner, by the chance? No, base game. I don't think I've ever made 3 million from colonies in base game. I think the most I've ever made is 500k. So that's crazy that you're making 3 mil. Hedge. The Samael star system. Sure. Let's do it. You don't have enough colonies? Yeah, well, obviously, yeah. I just need to do that 6 more times, basically, isn't that? I'm guessing that's what happened. I don't think I've ever got to the point where I need that many. I was hoping it'd be in good nick, but it's not. I made 3 grand, that is it. If I go in this... No. I was hoping it'd give me a little bit of hyperspace topography, but I guess I'm not in it long enough. A junk class combat right. Salvage. Thank you, sir. Amora 14th. Yo, that's cool. Project the damper field across fighters. I need that. That's legit good. I need more of those in my life. Now, how do I get away here? Huh. What ship am I flying again? So they're going to burn at me. So I need to burn this way. Okay, we're good. Oh, a weapons cache. We love those. Falked-wing blueprint. Nice, we can use one and sell one. And some remnant fighters. Not bad. Mackie Corbin, IBB. That guy has a fucking conquest and a red falcon. It's a no from me. Why are all these bitches that like I've got as bounties in these systems? It's illegal. Attacking M class hybrid frigates. Oh. Can I hack this? Cool. There's the wall. Some of these derelict drones look so cool, by the way. I see you. I see you. Spawning a fucking path fleet on me. A baryon emitter. Portable baryon emitters such as this one are useful for supporting and attacking fleets during a military action such as a raid. One quickly realizes why they were typically built on planets. The potential output without a massive power district is middling at best, and can only partially protect the fleet from the dangers of space. These pre-collapse emitters are considered both a rarity and a sad reminder of what we've lost, as no current faction has found the DRM needed to produce one, and the cost of such construction would be prohibitive. Reduces terrain movement and terrain-derived combat readiness loss for all friendly fleets, including trade, in-system. Okay. Is that just a... I see. It's mine now. I own it. Oh, all right. Okay, Forlorn's fleet. Let's have you. Right, we're fighting Forlorn's fleet. Let's see who wins. Okay, let's do our thing. Yeah, I got flamers, baby. There's nothing more satisfying than flamethrowers in space. Burn! It was a torch as well. I torched it. I torched the torch. Yeah, get it, Tempest. I'm coming for you. Oh, not quite dead yet. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to feel like we're not absolutely useless. But we are only against a normal Panther fleet, so nothing has shields. Plasma flamers are so sick. Are plasma flamers overpowered or what? Like, I think they might be slightly. They just absolutely wreck. Get cooked. Get 'em, boys. He got out. Having some Luddic Path frigates might not be the worst thing ever. If we can grab them, which we can. Cerberus LP. Accelerated ammo feeder with decent armor. And it has safety overrides built in. I think we might have to take these. Yeah. All of those mothballed. We have lost crew elsewhere as well, somehow. Maybe from salvaging bad salvage. Let's get rid of one of the Venoms. We're okay. Can we get rid of both? We can. Okay. That'll do. We got a fairly hefty chunk. Flamer's plasma, so even the name suggests they are 2 times as strong as they should be. Yeah. Well, hey, this is why I'm using them. I knew they were strong. I've always known they were strong. I need to repair first before I sort of engage this. So this is the target that I've got to kill. I was hoping they'd follow. I think we're fully repaired. Okay. Let's do it. This is the bounty one. Okay, let's do it. Why is that drone speaking to me? In Radiance, we find victory. Like, bro. Burn, bitch! Oh, hell yeah. It's a Fate. Oh, it's a Phaeton LP. Okay, cool. Flame out. I honestly thought for a second that was an IED ship that was just kind of hanging around. Ah, we can't get the Phaeton, really? Damn it. Nothing to salvage. Okay, so that is 85 grand winning. We've got this one. IBB and... yeah, so we've got Francis and Mackie. I think Francis kills me at this point. I don't think Francis is doable right now. I think that's a little bit more dangerous than I'm willing to risk on a hardcore playthrough. Normally, I'd probably have a crack at that, but I don't want to risk it. Let's head back to Galatia. Oh, wait, no. We're up here for a reason, right? Nope. Nope. Let's go to... I'll need to go Chickamotzok first. Chickamoztok. 1 second. Minor equipment cache. Nah, salvage, yeah. Okay. That happened very quickly all of a sudden. You don't know I'm here anymore. Don't worry about me, mortar station, it's fine. Nope, you... Don't worry about me either, sir. Don't you worry about me. Oh, huge, huge, huge. Oh, I actually got more crew as well, holy shit. Okay. We haven't got enough supply or heavy machinery but we still have good effectiveness, so huge, 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 huge. Okay. Oh, a victory blueprint. Atropos Merv. A chalice resonance cage. Flesh is a cage, but humanity is all that separates us from what lurks in the darkness. It's a large synergy. Okay. When hitting hull or armor, convert any resisted EMP damage to kinetic. Wow. I think the point balance is right. I started with 47,000 points and now have 42. What I need to do though is I've even got the dashboard up. I need to give you guys more options for the prediction so that you can gain that back. That's what I'm not doing at the moment. I need to remember to do. Nice Scatteram. Okay. Kopesh 14 BPC, nice. We'll learn the Buffalo. The victory is really nice. Oh, do I learn the victory blueprint? Yeah. Abomination interface as well. We're doing pretty well there. Stuff. We've got it. We've got the stuff. I like this free standard. Is that a free normal one? I thought that was like a belongs to streamer type thing, but no. Cool. That is pretty cool, actually. Uh, 50. What was this? 120. Get rid of some food then. Got ruins on. We could grab a tech locator. More fuel. An automated shipyard. I don't think I can do anything with that yet. Defensive blood clotting. Ah. MLRS blueprint, Helios artillery. Alright. Yeah. We take all these. Yeah, that. Okay, let's mark this then. Automated shipyard, cool. Uh-oh. Oh, that was so close. Nope. No. We out it. Let's head to here first. It's under global. Ah, okay, fair enough. It's very up your street. I will say that it's very up your street. And then we want Chickamozzo, Moztok, sorry. Into there we go. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Ah, the fuel use thing happened. Nice. They're laying in wait, but they didn't do anything. Is that because we're friendly? The Derelict Super Directory. I kind of want to talk to them. Right. I'm so curious, but I'm also like... I'm a bit scared. Yeah, but I'm on a hardcore playthrough full on, so I can't reload. We've got story points, fuck it. Citizen of the domain. This automated drone ship has identified and logged your vessel or habitat in the course of executing its mission parameters. Autonomous vessels of the Domain Explorarium are programmed to respond with deadly force to tampering by any means, including damaging or intrusive signals. Vandalism or destruction of Domain Explorarium property is punishable under the Minex Establishment Act, in addition to colonial polity charters applicable within this volume of domain territory. Hey, look! It's actually happening. What's this? The Domain Battleship. Although automated machines of war were forbidden in core domain space, war drones were quietly employed outside of officially incorporated volume. Frontier garrisons were often bolstered by drone ships, and they were deployed liberally against rebellious worlds to tip the terrible balance of attrition, settling the industrial might of the domain versus the lives of freedom fighters. That's a chunky boy. That is a chunky boy. That's cool. That is cool. That's a spiky boy. These are cool ships. I'm liking some of this new derelict stuff. It's very cool. I'm looking forward to getting stuck in with it all, to be honest. That was a big fleet. What? Oh, yeah. HMI are never going to like me, apparently. Never. Okay. Let's do some sales then. Now we can sell some drugs here. We'll get rid of the blueprints as well. I get rid of one of those. And one of those. Oh, nice. We got some high value prisoners there as well. Not interested in selling them. Let's just sell them. Prisoner actions. Let's 22 grand. I'll keep them for now, just in case. I need supplies from here. Let's grab a few more crewmates. Let's head to Nachiketa to get some fuel. Peace. Oh yeah, good idea. Crisis check. We're okay at the moment, but I could still just do a bam. Cool, thank you. I would not want to be going out of that stream and then get caught by that. Yeah, that would be a nasty time. Although I do like that there's some neutral derelicts to me, because I kind of want to fight them, and I don't want to actually upset the normal derelicts. A Florencia Destroyer, what is that? Fast missile racks, 2 comps, 3 small ballistics, and 1 small missile. Yeah, just grab it. Fuck it. We'll grab it. We'll take it to this place, and then we'll see what it's like. Okay. So it's kind of just, it's like a hegemony venture, essentially, by the look of it. So I'm just going to sell it. I would get more by scuttling. Okay, let's unmothball. Excuse me. Let's grab more crew. Okay. Let's fit some of this stuff. More plasma flamers would actually be pretty sweet here. Do I just have them as like long range anti-shield? I think I do. And then we just do well, this has got safety overrides built in, so actually, no, we don't. I would like machine guns then. But I don't think there is any here. Fuck it. Strap an assault chain gun to this bitch. And then just light machine guns everywhere. And then field repair nanites, reinforced bulkheads, insulated engine assembly, blast doors, everything we can do to give it more oomph. And then we want IT does actually make a difference, right? But it's just not much. Yeah, it's useless. Fuck it. Let's give it heavy armor. Let's give it armored weapon mounts. And then let's actually not do that. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. This one's got a Stinger catapult on it. Cool, 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 cool. Let's do... Let's slap a heavy fucking needler on it. Why not? Heavy needler. And then we'll do... all the armor stuff's quite expensive to fit. Couple of them, that'll do. Yeah. Short. And then, yep. Winning. We're all over this shit. Don't need a mine laser there, pal. I need some nasty torpedoes. Yeah, that'll do. And we need... I don't think we need those. It's a couple of light water cannons or something. For now, sure. For now. There we go. So, we've got 2 Luddic Path Gremlins. We've now got a Luddic Path Cerberus, 2 of them, sorry. Fleet is up to 26 ships. I'm actually quite happy with that. I'd like another, like, big frontliner destroyer, though. Caliber, maybe. It's got a large ballistic mount. I'm going to grab it. It's just a good tanky frontliner. Ooh. Oh. Couple of sabos. Let's go with a Hephaestus assault gun. And then we need a couple of rail guns or something. A couple of Vulcans. Boom. We want... Yeah, we definitely want ballistic rangefinder here. Can we do both? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Heavy armor. Armored weapon mounts. God damn the flux. The flux is mental. I'm going to have to build in here. Build in heavy armor to get the most oomph. And then ballistic rangefinder next. We're just building for points there. Boom. We're laughing. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha, I hear you say. Ha ha ha. Come on, laugh with me, boys. Come on. Right. What's that? What's that? No, I don't want to talk to them. They'll tax me. I can't afford taxes right now, probably. Okay. Fuel. That's what we came here for. We are poor. So, let's go and extract this researcher. Thank you for not damaging my stuff. I appreciate that quite a lot, actually. I am very sweaty. Oh, I apologize. That's probably too much information, guys, but, you know, I didn't say where I was sweaty, so it's fine. Ah, I was hoping I'd have got away with that. Hello there. Nasty scabs, eh? Nasty, nasty scabs. Get 'em, boys. What's this? A mandrake. Okay. A macaque. Let's get 'em, boys. What's worse, 20 pirates or the IRS? Well, for me, specifically, pirates. Because the IRS don't exist in the UK. Wait. No, they don't. That's a US thing. Yeah. Because that's HMRC. I had to think about that, annoyingly. Oh, I might get a wolf. That's quite nice. That was a big mistake, though. A Nautilus has face skimming. That's cool. That was tanky, actually. Okay, there we go. We good, we good. Kill them all. Bloody scabs. Nothing worse than pirate scab. I remember them back in old domain sovereignty. They were just the worst. But Victor Dominus was all over it. These Nautilus are quite good, like, distraction frigates. I can't control my ship. Hello? Did you see that? The ship, the captain said, a trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless. He said the thing. He said the thing. Energy weapon range while reducing their flux load. That could be quite useful for me to have, but it's very expensive maintenance-wise. 11. Can't have that, can't have that. I could have that, but I'm not going to. I don't need anything else. Oh, good amount of supplies there, though. Good little supply and refuel. Just happened there. It was just the violent transfer of supplies from one fleet to another. Excuse me. Didn't want to go that way. Thank you, sir. Hello there. Zeus Dysnomia. The treacherous Uthman Soriel has betrayed the pirates and defected to HMI. Cool. That's actually nuts. That's really nice. Frigates and destroyers receive increased stats when they are near to other allied frigates and destroyers. Max speed, flux dissipation, damage dealt. Frigates and destroyers close to cruisers and capitals with assigned officers receive increased stats, so we want that. Deploy fighters now gain a copy. No. More ships. Damaged out by energy and ballistics. Recoverable. I'll hold on to that skill point for now. I actually should be holding S here. I don't really want to get damaged by the storm. Volcanic and rocky ice. Roger. Let's give it a sec. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Oh my god. They've got a Chronos and all sorts there. It's the Merc company, okay. Okay, I don't get a choice. It's a mercenary company, and they've come to destroy me with a capital ship. Wait, though. But wait. Cellar shielding. A. Tri-tac weapons. Domains end class. Oh! Yo! Nearly 1 million credits. This behemoth of a ship, comparable to the Paragon, is a super heavy capital ship with immense armor and boasting some weapons. Its poor speed may seem bad, but it has excess thrusters granting a major boost via burn drives. The actual appearance of this ship has been deemed monstrous, as it's made up of dozens of other domain ships all stuck together. The reason why the AIs that made it done this remains unclear. It's not on the thing. I have to learn that. I can't sell that. It's from the domain, equals hours, agreed. Yeah, 100%. I'd love to sell that for 1 million credits, but... Fuck. I learnt it. Gun platform LPC, sweet. Iron Shell modder there. Whoever the Iron Shell modder is, you've put XLV battle group. Hello, Tot. How are we doing? What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Light plasma. 2-1. Fucking right. Absolutely fucking right. It's boiling in here. Shell vulcanization. That's Stuff I don't know about yet. Lancer wing. Okay. And now we ride. Arsenal station. Ooh. Oh, how many do I have? Do I only have one on me? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm stupid. I do need heavy machinery, though. Oh, no, I don't. I might just get heavy machinery anyway. Good amount of heavy machinery, actually. Adaptive thruster control Tachyon Lance blueprint. Hey, now if we get a second, we get... we have 1 million. Are you in a shirt or is that a shower coat? It's a shirt. It's a shirt. It's one of my shirts that I specifically wear on holiday because it's like a really nice light cotton shirt. So it's nice and, or linen, whatever the fuck. I don't know. Whatever is good for summer. It's one of those. It's just, it's currently about 36 degrees in this room, I guess. So pretty fucking warm. Like with the humidity and stuff, it's just mental. Oh my god, more stuff. I don't think I need that much heavy machinery. Can I get through this without exploding? Nope. Oh fuck. Great. Peace. Retreat. Am I just fucked here? Like... Why can't I run away? Like, I have no option to try and disengage. So am I going to have to actually try to fight this? Because I'm going to get decimated here. Right. Okay. I never understood how I sell the weapons I get and then keep the very good or special ones. Fair enough. Right, well, we're going for it then. We obviously can't deploy you. We can't deploy you. We can deploy you, I don't care. You're just cannon fodder. Okay. We probably need those siege works. Doesn't help that half of my shit is missing its armor. Oh, forlorn. That's actually very helpful. However, it only helps my stuff that's here. So, I'll deploy that mud skipper because its CR is up. Thanking you very much. Let's get that afflictor in there as well. Right, well, here we go. Here goes fucking nothing. I need to see where the enemy are going to go first as well. Oh, I missed the comm relay. Okay, right. So we don't need to defend this at this point. I did it before you deployed? Oh, okay, nice. Then everything would have got plus 10%, which is awesome news. Oh yeah, look, 88%. Good work, good work. Right, we need to just split things up here as much as we can. Bitch. Okay, no, that's not going to work. We can't go in there. Everything's too clumped. Everything's way too clumped here. Get out of my... Let me burn him down. Okay. Prognosticator is down. Hopefully they'll just stay over there for a little while. Although this is a pretty heavy fucking fleet. Damn it. That was going to be a nice little flank there as well. That's a lot of bad news. This could be the end of us. Get on him, get on him. Yeah. Nope, I need to go. Oh, fuck, I've not got my shields up. That was awkward. It's annoying. My frigate is there, and then literally it just fucks off. I'm going to lurk because it's too warm to sit still. Fair enough. Fair enough. Like, I can't get away, so, like, I just lose everything now because I can't do anything with this fleet. Like, we're just fucked. There's nothing we can do. Like, even if I retreat now, we can't get away, as far as I'm aware. Or can I, like, try and get people to retreat and we can actually leave now? I'm going to try and save some of the destroyers here. Oh, I should have done this ages ago, actually. Avoid all these. Yeah, this is it. This is GG. Game over. We start again. Oh, you fucker. I'm dead. How long are my fucking shields down for, bro? We start again. Like, as if, like, I couldn't get away from that fight. That's fucking nuts. It's like, oh yeah, here you go, a fucking Galatia questline. Have a battleship to deal with. Fuck you. And I'm not even sure we can actually get away. At least we recovered a Tempest. Right, can we actually leave now, or are we still fucking stuck? No, now can... What? Right. Not many of you are making it out alive here, chaps. Go, go. Fuck you. Go away. Fuck you. He's fucking toast, so fuck him. Ta-ta! On farewell! Right, well, there goes all of our progress so far. We retreated with a Tempest and a Kanda drone ship, and that is everything. We have lost everything. We're over by 5. We can't repair. I'm still near a minefield. Okay, hold the phone. Get rid of those. We don't need them now. Keep these. Gosh, fucking... I need to be so much better at using these missiles, man. Okay. I forgot to stop repairs. I'm stupid. We are now, unfortunately, miles away from everything. Luckily, Brighton have got a world there. That might be our only bet. RIP Ludic Gremlin. 2 Ludic Gremlins. 2 Ludic Cerberus. 2 Remnant ships. All of that sick cargo that we had. We had like 500,000 cargo. Yeah, pretty much all the good stuff that we had. We didn't even get the researcher off the planet either, so we've got to go back. Slipstream can take you towards the core. Are you seeing something I'm not? It's got... Oh, okay. You are fucking kidding me. I have 1 story point now. This is good. I need to start getting rid of demods. No, I held S. Oh, fuck. This is fucking awful. And this is going the other way just to be fucking annoying. 1. Oh, fuck you. Right, well, we're about to lose a Kanda as well then. Sweet. Just full retreat. Great. What do we start with? Wayfarer and a kite. Okay. Light assault, light dual auto. Salamander. Okay, we're back to like... So this is like starting a fresh game, but with less money. Which is great. Sure, we'll go to Galatia, and then I'll tell Alvis that he's a fucking asshole. Oh yeah, that's not fair. Right, that's fine. What can I do here? What do we have access to? We've got a large cargo. We've got a large cargo. That's a good sign. Right. We're getting our hauler mode on. That's it. We're hauling for money now. It's the only choice I've got. We got to pretty much stay in the core worlds now until we can build a better fleet. Well, we are on level 7. So I've got 3 more levels until you can use cruisers. In which case everything becomes a little bit more doable for me. What? Tritac hate me? What? Why? Okay. What? I don't know why everybody's just now hating me. Okay, well that's completely fucked me over then. I guess we need to go to Syndria to get as much fuel as we can get for the money that we've got. I need like a system bounty. Okay. Oh yeah, good idea, good idea. Crisis check, crisis check. Crisis check. We're okay, but still. That is fine. Thank you, thank you. Oh, hello, hello. Oh, no, you lost. Give me all your ships. Nothing? Really? Bruh. Yes, you can have those. I will buy all of the fuel. And I will buy, like, that many supplies. No. No. Not bothered by that. Okay. Interesting. Oh. Try Tachyon. Okay. But they're not going to be struggling. Oh, they might be struggling with pirates. Ooh. That might be a good one to go for. Have we got any exploration ones that are close? Nope. Okay. System bounty it is then, I think. I think that's our only bet. And we just got to hope that they're fighting each other in there, you know? You guys crack on. No, I'll leave that actually. Let's just do exploration again. Nothing in the radius. Nope. Okay. We made 8 grand. Look at us go. We're rich. Are they just going to burn themselves to death on the star? Okay. Oh, fighting. Shit. Grab that. Oh, Berserker P, hack drone. Sure. Oh, it's crude. Okay. Let's just knock ball. Get him. Yes. Join the battle. Here we go. Tri-Tac will love us. They will. You stick next to that. Okay. I get my little plick guns. Plick. We gotta get in there faster because we need to get some damage done. Otherwise we get fuck all, right? Plick. Oh yeah, sweet, okay. Join the pursuit, do some damage. I'm not paying that. But improved by 1. We're good. Yeah, we're rich. We got 193 credits. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying, we kind of made of money not right now. Kind of made of money. Sell that off. It would be nice just to sell some stuff here, but I can't. Oh my god, it's already nearly 10. Fuck me. $50k? Are you kidding me? That's more manageable. Okay. Can't salvage that. Okay. Why aren't you guys, like, trying to kill each other right now? You guys are hostile to each other, right? Oh. Hopefully this gets to me. Oh, okay, I've got allies. Right, okay. It's still not great for us. Attack? It's still not great for us. But it's doing. We'll try. You hang with me. We wait. We let them take the bit of the flak here. Oh, I do have a shield. That's good. Plick. Intense frigate combat. Nice. First blood to us. Nice. 2 down. Easy money. Click, click, click. Nice. That was my kill, easy. Yeah. You want to come in, do you? Well, come on then. Come on in. Oh, absolutely pasted. I don't know why I doubted this. Me and Brighton Federation, we go way back. I'm actually going to take up a commission, I think, with Brighton. I should utilise the fact that we've got a friendly ally. Right. What can we grab? We can grab this. It's got degraded everything. Might as well, right? Yeah, I haven't got much else. Okay, nice. Got some money back and some rep back with Tritac there as well, which is always good. A mule P. I'm not spending fucking stupid points on him. Oh. Oh, I'm not sure who wins that. Fuck it, let's go. I ain't got much to lose, let's be honest. 1 supply to deploy that destroyer. Well, we do what we must. Let's go and hang around by the vortex. Come on, these fleets have S mods, like they should be pasting these nerds. Yeah, they are. Okay, cool. What's that? It's a rampart, okay. The pirates are taking over a rampart. That's so sick, by the way. I love that. The pirates found a rampart and were like, yeah, let's fucking use that. Why not? Ah! Flares. I'm getting split off here. That's not what I need. Flares. Did not work. Okay, fine. I'm going to do this here quickly. Yes! Feel the power, Tritac. Okay, we need to kill that carrier. But if I go near it, the fighters will go on me, so it's kind of stupid. Stupid idea. I've got, like, friendly fighters guarding me. That's so cool. I don't know what's happening there, but that's cool. We need to get this big dude out of the way. Ideally. The fight is just screaming in out of nowhere. Are you winning, son? I'm coming to assist. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm probably fine, actually. I'll keep that vortex alive, though. That was the main thing, is keep that vortex alive. If I get... Yes! Give me all those fighters. Why am I now I get alone again? What's going on? Help. I came to help you, now you help me too. This is the law. That Condor is taking some damage, so that's good. Look, I go in, they back away. Like, why? They don't need to vent. Good night, follow on. Thank you very much for popping in, man. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you later, buddy. I will be streaming. I think. I'll have to speak to her, but I think my missus is out this Sunday, so I will do a little stream on Sunday as well. We're gonna have a quick look at what I want to play in between Star Sector, which is probably gonna be Outer Wilds, which I got today. So we're gonna see how that goes. I need to give them a target to shoot at that's not that, not that guy. There you go. We're going in, we're going in. Yeah, get him down. Bitch. Oh shit. I'm so fucking dead. Oh no, the fight has caused a good distraction there, that's good. Dodging missiles every day. Let me vent, please. Let me vent. God, overload lasts for fucking ages. Nice! That manticore was a right pain in my ass. Nice. Okay, we're good. Let's get over there. My kite's still alive? That's why you follow the EOS. We need to swarm this thing, though. Yes, we got a flame out. Oh, it's got guns on the back. It has guns on the back. That took me a long time to notice. I want this thing, by the way. Oh, it's a Ramparts cruiser, isn't it? I can't have it yet. I was thinking, like, this is powerful, fuck. Drive-by. That was good. Good little drive-by there. I go in, look, everyone else backs away. No, we destroy this. Okay, right. I feel a little bit better now. I feel a little bit better. Oh, we can get it as well. Ugh. Right, Phase Strike Destroyer, Manticore, Wolf, and Cerberus. We take it all. We take it all. Atropos Merv. Ooh. That's kind of sick. A Siege Driver. Cool. We got +2 with Tri-Tac. Alright. I'll take it, I'll take it. We're building the fleet back up slowly, but it is all shit, unfortunately. So that's a shame. But we are building up, so... Okay, let's sell some bits here. Ooh. Okay, yeah, sell those at a higher price, sure. Okay, nice. Let's see if I can get at least one more ship up and running. The Wolf would be nice, I think. It's got so much crap happening though, isn't it? Oh, actually, yeah, hold on. Yep, sure. Start giving me money. I want to work for Brighton Federation. I absolutely do, 100%. Ooh, shield convert front. I can't afford it really, but hey, fuck it. Okay. Yeah, I need to mothball that again. Okay, we got a drone, didn't we? Oh no, it's a crude thingy. I'm kind of... Oh. Okay, right. Guys, I'm going to call it that. I'm going to call it that. So, let's move over to camera scene quickly. I'm going to call it there because one, it's absolutely scorching. Two, that beating we took was a little bit nasty. I'm not going to lie to you. That felt pretty bad. Good night on YouTube. Good night, full on. Cheers, man. It's much quieter over at YouTube. Much quieter. Not really much happening there. But yeah, I thought we made progress. I mean, we have. We've made progress in a sense of like, we've got level 7 now, so that's good. We're pushing our officers higher level as well. So we're not... Yes, we may be losing fleets, but in the grand scheme of things, we can still earn money. So I'm not particularly worried at the moment. Now, I don't know what we get paid by... Where does it say, actually? I don't know what we get paid by Brighton Federation. 15,000 monthly stipend. So at least we get 15,000 monthly stipend, which is nice. And we also get 50% of our fleet upkeep covered as well. So it reduces the supply need a little bit as well. So that's good. It was there when you signed. I didn't read it. I must admit I did not read it. I blasted through it just to get that commission. And we get 300 base reward per frigate and 600 worth of bonds per frigate as well. So it's something. It's something. It's not brilliant, but it's certainly something. So that's good news. So we've made that progress. We've made the levels progress as well. Obviously, we lost a lot of good ships, unfortunately, and we lost like probably 16 S-mods, maybe more, on ships as well, which is even worse. So all the S-mods that we've used previously are basically null and void at this point. We lost a lot of cargo as well. We lost probably maybe 300 to 400 grand's worth of cargo. But we did pick up the domain battleship blueprint worth 1 million credits, which we learned, luckily, because if we hadn't have learned that and we tried to take that back to sell, we'd have lost 1.3 million credits. And so that was a fucking good idea that we did that. We got a victory blueprint as well. So we've made some pretty good steps towards, doing well. So I'm not too bothered by tonight. It was a bit of a blow at first because it was a bit annoying that I couldn't run away from the fleet and didn't even get the opportunity to attempt to disengage and run. I could attempt to disengage, and then when I ran away, it was just engage again. Realistically, I would normally have said, like, that's bullshit. We should look at that and reload. But I thought, you know what? Fuck it. Let's roll with it. Let's have a go, and let's see how we get on. So it is what it is. But yeah, excuse the shirt and the low cut shirt thing, guys. I am absolutely scorching. So it is what it is. It is what it is. To those that are watching on YouTube, thank you very much. Obviously, these streams are going to continue going on YouTube as well, so that's good news. I hope it's good news anyway. Like I said, there may be a stream later in the week. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'll say later in the week, for the weekend, sorry. So I will let you know regarding that. And keep you in the loop with that. I'll put a ping out onto Discord with that. Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much where we are. It's nice to see that fleet get filled with rusted salvage. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. But yeah, guys, anyway. At least the speed of it growing. Well, look, I just need numbers. I need numbers to throw at stuff at the moment. And the thing is now, because our officers leveled up, we've got continuous repairs as well. So now we can actually repair our ships, which is good. Like we're going to be steadily recovering from, do some little fights. We'll steadily recover some D-mods. The fleet will get more powerful as we fight. We may lose a few ships here and there. I'm gonna sit in the core worlds for a little bit and hunt a little like cheap bounties and stuff. It might not be the best streaming, but it's just part of a hardcore playthrough, I guess. So we've just got to roll with it. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed today. And yeah, like I said, normally, if you do like what you're seeing on YouTube or Twitch, throw me a follow if you're on Twitch. throw me a sub if you're on YouTube. It's nice and easy. It's super quick. Takes nothing from you. It's, you know, no cost or anything. And it shows me that you like what I'm putting out there. So, you know, that would be very nice of you if you can. If you don't like what I'm putting out there, but you like me for some reason, I'm always happy with feedback as well. Keep me in the loop with constructive criticism and stuff like that. Things that you'd like to see, things that you think, you know, yourself as a person that is watching me would like to see on these streams. Let me know. And that's about it. Have a great sleep, guys, if you can. If you're in the UK, I know it's like 30 degrees still. But yeah, sleep well, and I'll catch you all on the next stream. Peace.